Good evening, folks, and welcome to Auburn, Alabama. We're on the campus of Lee Scott Academy here. We're going to be coming to you live this evening, and we're going to be bringing you the JV matchup, Chambers Academy Rebels versus the Lee Scott Academy Warriors. Tuesday night game here, JV, as I said. Thought we'd bring you a special program tonight with that. So real quickly, we're just jumping on the air, trying to get everything going, and this is a matchup the second matchup of the year between the Warriors and the Rebels. First matchup was earlier in the season, and the Rebels came out victorious by 2 touchdowns. I think, Sid, I'm not going to bet on that, but the Rebels were victorious in the meeting earlier in the year, so a rematch here of that game back in beginning of September.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night here, nice and cool. Great crowd at Lee Scott and a great travel crowd for Chambers Academy. I mean, the away bleachers are packed over there. So, great conditions to play, and let's see what our JV team can come out and handle in their second meeting.
Trying to catch the captains for the game. We got number 4, Parker Otto, number 5, Landon Hand, and I think maybe 55, Kent Nelson. I apologize. I missed the other captain for the Rebels. And we are just a few seconds away from the Rebel run out here. So this is a very familiar face for the Chambers Academy Rebels. Lee Scott has now become the rival for the Rebels as Springwood has went down to 8-man football. So we have realigned ourselves, looking down 431 for the rival, and Lee Scott has become that opponent.
Well, it's it's certainly going to develop into that, and especially after losing a game to the varsity team earlier on this year, there'll be a great deal of desire to get back in the win column against them next year. But Lee Scott has a great team. They have a super facility here. But our JV team, I'm really excited to be doing this game tonight. We've got a lot of talent on that team, and those guys show up on the varsity games and contribute. So I'm happy to see them get the center stage tonight, and we'll give them the best broadcast we can, and we'll try to get to this roster we're not familiar with as quickly as we can.
Yeah, we'll bear with us, folks, as we get adjusted to that because some of the numbers change from varsity that you do see out there. Some sophomore and freshmen that play on the varsity, their numbers are different on the JV squad. So here come your Rebels tonight, bringing a full squad down from Lafayette. And like Sid said a second ago, the fan base for the Rebels is traveling well tonight. If Dave pans out across the way over there, you'll see from one end zone to the other just a sea of blue. That's a great sight over there. About a nice 35-minute drive down from campus, down here to, like you said, very nice facility here. And so if you're in the area and you want to stop by and see some great football action on a Tuesday night, swing over here to Judd Scott Field on the campus of Lee Scott and enjoy some nice junior varsity football on a spectacular evening. They are doing some construction here on campus as the need has grown. I was talking to somebody earlier, they're expanding their middle school facility. So we are about ready for kickoff here.
Chambers is kicking the ball, so we'll receive the ball at the beginning of the second half. And my philosophy is always it's a good thing to play defense first. I love that.
Yep. Spencer Newman has the kickoff duties for the Rebels, and he blisters it down to about the 33.
Line drive kick received, not fumbled, so good job handling it on the special teams. Fairly good field position. We'll just see what the Chambers defense is going to do coming out early and against this Lee Scott offense. Obviously, it was a pretty close game earlier on. I think we got a lead, and then everything kind of evened up in the first matchup. So, it's always more difficult to win 2 against the same opponent. So we'll see how this offense starts off tonight, this defense, and then we'll see what our offensive game plan turns out to be.
Yeah, and congratulations to the Rebel Pee Wee squad who had the game before this and was victorious in that matchup. So congratulations to the Pee Wee squad. Number 8, Harper, rolls out to his left.
A little short hop. Didn't quite get enough air under that ball, so 2nd and 10.
Play brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Harper in the gun for the Warriors. 2 wide receivers to each side, a lone running back behind him. Handoff off the left side, and
Going
he is
nowhere.
tackled, grabbed right at the line of scrimmage and hauled backwards. I think they may give him a half a yard on that. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Warriors.
Carson Melton in that play. I think Spencer Newman was clogging the middle there. So very good first defensive set for the Rebels. 3rd and 9.
From the 34-yard line.
Upton in the backfield alongside Harper. 2 wide receivers each side. Fakes the quarterback sneak
Good pressure,
and
but
pulls
he
it
gets
out.
outside a little bit.
And he is pushed out of bounds by number 4. That's Parker Otto for a pickup of about 3 on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Saw number 10, Peyton Yurda over there following that play. And again, Kent Nelson over there on the sideline. I thought he was going to gain some yardage there. He got outside pretty quick after the little pump fake, but Chambers defense closed that up right away.
Number 5, Landon Hand, is back deep alongside
Number 10 is Peyton Yurda.
Decent kick by the Warriors. Going to take a bounce at the 40 and take a Warrior bounce, and stopped very quickly at the 37, where the Rebels will take over for their first offensive series of the evening.
1st and 10 for the Rebels from the 38-yard line.
Get our first look at the Chambers offense, starting here from the 38. Ball directly in the 38, near hash line.
Number 5, Landon Hand, leads the offense for the Rebels. He's going to keep this one and try to find the edge, but slips down on the turf there and lunges forward past the 40 to the 41. Pickup of 2 on that for the Rebels.
Looked like one of my pitching wedge divots there. Okay, the turf really gave way on his cut. Big Spencer Newman anchoring the center of the line there, snapping the ball.
2nd down. 2nd and 6 from the 42-yard line.
Rebel offense looking to the sidelines for the call. Quick handoff right up the gut, right up the center, and a pickup of about 3 on that, or 4, depending on that spot.
That was a really quick hitter. It kind of reminded me of last week at Bessemer when our backs were hitting the line of scrimmage at full speed. That's very reminiscent of the backfield play Friday night.
3rd and 4 for the Rebels. Handoff to Yurda on the right side, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back by a host of Warriors. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Rebels.
About 4th and 4.
Brings up 4th down. 4th and 4 from the 45-yard line.
And the Rebels will definitely go for it. That play had really nothing, never developed, and got hit at the line of scrimmage.
Hand looking to draw the Warriors offside on a hard count. Play clock under 10. Gooden comes out to the near side on the wide receivers.
Quick kick. Got away with one there. That ball was really kicked low, and it might be down in about the 5.
Great punt.
Got a really nice roll out of that low line drive, but very tough field position for the Warriors here, starting from their own 5-yard line.
So not much doing on the first offensive series for the Rebels. The Warrior defense pretty much shut that series down quickly, but they will take over the ball on the 5-yard line, their own 5-yard line. 4:23 left to go in the first.
So far, both defenses have played pretty well, stifling the offense. Only that one play with the quick hitter looked very good for our guys so far, but a lot of football left.
Harper in the gun. Ooh,
Bad pass.
Yeah.
Bad snap.
He recovered that quickly and looking for some running room out here on the near side, and he's going down the sideline. One Rebel to beat, and he is tripped up and tackled by number 34, Gooden, out at the 38-yard line. Big pickup on first down for the Warriors.
You know, really a busted play because of a high snap. The quarterback just turned, got outside, and Gooden saved a touchdown. He was up the sidelines to the 37, and one man to beat, so really quick turnaround there.
32-yard running play for the Warriors brings up 1st and 10.
Another high snap, but he keeps it.
Gets his receiver out in the flat. Number 2 is enough for a Warrior first down. That was Gregory on the reception.
Lee Scott coming out. Looks like they're going to air the ball out a little bit on the corners. They're much sharper. Their line play seems to have picked up. The pressure's not on. So that's certainly leading to them picking up big chunks of yardage so far. Ball on the 48.
First and 10 for the Warriors. 2 wide receivers to the near side. That play was blown up quickly in the backfield by number 4, Parker Otto. Great pursuit.
Well, Parker recognized really quickly and came up fast. He got there at the same time the ball did. The receiver had no chance to catch that.
Second down and 10 for the Warriors. 3:34 left to go here in the first. We are scoreless at this point.
We have Yerta and Fuller playing linebackers here. I didn't mention that earlier on. Those two guys are our 2 back linebackers. So let's see what this defensive line can get going and slow this offense down a little bit.
Harper has 2 wide receivers to the near side.
Quarterback draw all the way.
First contact was at the line, and he pushed through that first arm tackle by the Rebels and picks up close to 5 on that carry.
Yerta comes in, makes a play.
Ooh, big forward spot on that one. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Warriors.
Newman's got a little bit of a limp going on out there, so let's see if he can shake that off and play this defensive front spot.
Harper rolls out to the right side. Looking for his wide receiver, number 10.
Boy.
That is Whaley, and they are going to give him the reception on that. Looked like may have bounced in there, but officials have a great look on that one.
Yeah, it looked like it skipped a little bit from here, but our opinion doesn't count very much in that. Official was right on it, so we have to assume he made the right call, and first down.
Ball is at the 40 of the Rebels, 1st and 10.
Good sustained drive here. The defense is being tested.
Harper has 2 wide receivers to the near side. Lone running back.
Wide
right
open.
down the seam, and he is
Touchdown.
in for a Warrior touchdown.
That was really a really nice pitch and catch. The guy was running wide open, so we had one shot to stop him, missed the tackle, and he's in the end zone. Very good sustained drive by Lee Scott. They came out and mixed it up. That one big play on the high snap, kind of a broken play, really got them motivated, and they started putting the ball in the air.
95-yard, 7-play drive for the Warriors. Capped off by a 40-yard touchdown pass by Harper. Going for 2. Little pitch out to the foul. Ball's on the ground. Big hit over there on the far corner, and the Rebels stopped that 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion is no good.
So with 2:17 left to go in the first, Warriors are up 6-0 against the Rebels.
Well, there's one positive on the end of that long touchdown drive to shut down the extra point attempt, the 2-point conversion attempt.
With 2 minutes, 17 seconds.
We're definitely going to have to address some of the open receivers here. You see the quarterback, he is definitely finding targets here in the flats. And what he's doing, he seems to be drawing us in a little bit and then sending the guy deep down the middle. That's the second time he's thrown the ball over the middle. One they didn't catch, one they did.
Who do we have back deep for the Rebels, Sid?
Let's see. I'm trying to get around the corner here and see that. Eli Wharton and Peyton Yoder.
Ooh, a little trickery there, and looks like the Warriors come up with that onside kick. Caught the Rebels off guard.
You know, you just can't make that mistake. You have to assume that something's going to happen on every kickoff. You never relax on that. It's just you're on special teams. You got to be prepared for every surprise like that. You can't take a play off.
The Warriors will start this drive inside Rebel territory at the 48.
Great momentum by Lee Scott at the beginning here at 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Folks, we are doing our best to keep these frames going up right now, running a little bit of technical issues. Nice pursuit by the Rebel defense.
Gotta make that play.
And Harper is wrapped up at the 45-yard line by number 52. That was Drew Shepard. And Kent Nelson was back there in the backfield as well for the Rebels.
Good pressure. That's what we've got to do to take Kim out of his rhythm. We've got to get the sideline marker. Yeah, there you go. Sideline marker adjusted back to the ball spot. Ball at the 45, loss of about 7, it looks like, on that play. Yeah, second and 17. When we're getting pressure up the middle on this quarterback, it makes a big difference. You know, you got to take the time away from him because he has an accurate arm.
Second and 17 for the Warriors. Harper fakes the hand up and tries to hit his target over the middle of the field, and pass falls incomplete.
That's Drew Shepard coming up fast, putting pressure on the quarterback. Looks like the Rebels' defense has tightened up a little bit here. Maybe making a couple of adjustments, bringing people a little bit faster, trying to put a little more pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and 17 for the Warriors.
Okay, it's 3rd and 17, ball on the 45. So Chambers needs to be careful on this play, but try to put pressure, get a little bit of a rush on this throw.
Harper drops back, looks to the left.
Oh, ran before he had it.
Trying to set up that screen out there.
You know, it's always that receiver's mentality is, you're going to get hit. So he wants to get that ball and turn upfield, but he turned just before he caught the ball. Definitely had 2 guys open and he far flat. Yerda and landed hand back deep for the punt. Good kick. Gonna let it bounce. A little bit of a sideways bounce. So we'll pick up the ball here at about the 20, maybe the 19-yard line. Let's see what this Chambers offense can do now that made a big defensive stop, Chester. We'll see if we can get a little bit of offensive flow back from our side.
Okay. Well, we are doing a little adjustments here on the technical side of things. See if we can get these. Ooh, big pass here going right down the hash marks, and intended target was number 14, Hunter Andrews, but good defense by the Warriors.
And pass intended for number 14.
Really nice throw. Landon put that ball right on the money. I mean, it was tight coverage. I believe it was a good no call. It was bumping by both the offensive and defensive player going down the field, at the time of the ball. So good no call, good throw, just didn't make the catch, and we'll see if we can't pick up the first round. We're now 2nd 10 from the 19.
Second and 10 from the 19.
Eli Wharton in the backfield. Eli with the ball, getting outside. Turn it up.
going down the far sideline and gets out to the 40-yard line. Nice run by Eli Wharton.
Very nice play. You know, he did a great job of getting that ball to the corner quick. He made his cut, then he didn't force it. He waited for a block to get in front of him, got to get a little wide, cut it back inside of him, and turned it upfield for a nice gain.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Oh, they're going to spot him at the 35-yard line.
Must have stepped out just as we can't see quite that well from this side.
Hand under center. Hands off to Wharton again on the right side. Pickup of about 2 or 3 on the play.
I think that was Peyton Yerta.
Oh, correction.
Yeah, Peyton had the ball that time.
Folks, I think we've got some improvement there on the picture quality there. We're not dropping as many frames as we were a second ago, which was making the screen and picture jump. So hopefully we have that under control now. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Your Chambers Academy Rebels are down 6-0 against the Lee Scott Warriors here on the campus of Lee Scott in beautiful Auburn, Alabama.
First quarter really dominated by Lee Scott's ability to throw the ball and pick up big chunks of yards. Quarterback had a really great run on a broken play and then threw a beautiful completed pass for about 40 yards. So that's the bulk of the offense. Chambers hasn't played bad on defense. We haven't played bad on offense. We just haven't gotten any big plays broken, and we haven't had any turnovers. So we're going to have to pick up the pace on our offensive play here and see if we can't get some points on the board.
The lone scorer in the first quarter was a 95-yard, 7-play drive by the Warriors, capped off by that 40-yard touchdown pass midway through the first quarter.
And probably 70 of those yards were on 2 plays, just really big plays that hurt the Chambers defense.
Yep, and that was the bulk of the offense and the only scoring in the first quarter.
38-yard line.
These 8-minute quarters, Chester, they go by pretty fast, no doubt about it.
And the Rebels will start this second quarter at the 37-yard line. Looks
Busted
like a
play.
little bit of miscommunication there in the backfield, and Hand dives forward for no gain, trying to save anything he could on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Rebels.
Landon turned with the ball out to hand off, and there was nobody there, so that was a little bit tough. 3rd and 8. Play clock's at 24, so a good time here, plenty of time.
3rd and 9 Rebels from the 37-yard line.
Nice misdirection there by the Rebels, and
That's Drew Shepard lining up in the backfield, taking the ball and trying to pick up some yards. He got cut down as he got to the corner.
Drew Shepard on the carry for the Rebels. Stop made by number 10.
4th down for the Rebels, 4th and 9. Or no, correction, 4th and about 5.
I think that play has been in the playbook for a while now. It's the first time I'd seen it.
Rebels are going forward on 4th.
Dropping back, they may kick it.
Yep.
Another low line drive kick, caught and fumbled.
Dropped at the 30. Warrior return man is met quickly at the 30. Is that number 21? On the
Yeah, I believe that's right.
That was Eli Wharton for the coverage team. So the Warriors will start this offensive drive at their own 30.
We're going to be very aware of this quarterback putting the ball up. He does that little hesitation, pulls the ball back down. He'll either run the quarterback draw or just really gun it. So puts a little pressure on your defense. You got to be on your heels here and really be ready to commit to pressure or commit to coverage.
2 wide receivers to each side for Harper. Handoff
Hitting
right
the
up the
backfield.
middle.
Good job there by Colton Fuller coming up from the linebacker spot. He was in the backfield right away, made the tackle.
And that was number 11, Braxton Cox, on the carry for the Warriors. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
And it's not that we do not want to mention the Lee Scott guys. We only have a cell phone copy of the roster,
Yeah.
and only one of us can see it. It's a little bit of a challenge, but we'll get there.
Harper drops back. Quick slant. Completed to the 35-yard line.
Really good coverage, good tackle there.
Pass complete to Bo King.
Bo King on the reception for the Warriors. 3rd down and 5. Looks like they gave him 6 on that. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 Warriors from the 36.
Big 3rd down. You know, you're down 6. You need to get the ball back. Pressure.
Another jump pass right down the seam, and looks like it's going for 6
Touchdown.
again.
Same pass.
Yep. That is number 12, John Barry Upton on the reception from Harper. So that was about a 60-yard touchdown pass.
That's 2 really big pass plays that have burned us there. And we're down to 5 minutes in the second quarter. Excellent job. I mean, the receiver's running open down the middle of the field. All you got to do is get it to him. So good throw, good decision. And we were getting pressure. The pressure was coming. It just didn't get there in time.
That little tuck like he's going to run is having the Rebel defense bite, and then he's going right over top of everyone.
Well, he's made some accurate throws. That's really what's important.
Ball's on the ground.
On the ground again, and pressure coming. So it's 12-0.
That two-point conversion failed by the Warriors. So with 5:01 left to go here in the first half, the Rebels are down 12-0 against the Lee Scott Warriors.
Unfamiliar territory for this JV team. They are unbeaten and have had some awfully big wins, some lopsided wins, and boy, it's a little different feeling to be down 12 points here in the first half on the road with 5 minutes to go. Just need to get our offense clicking, and we really need to get some adjustments made for that play over the middle. We've had 2 receivers run the exact same play, maybe the same receiver with the same play twice and scored on both. And you got to be ready. You know, this special team has to be ready for anything. Just because they've done it once doesn't mean they won't onside it again.
Pace has the kickoff duties for the Warriors.
Low line drive.
Picked up at the 20.
20. Good momentum. Out to the 39, I believe.
That's number 10, Peyton Yurda on the return for the Rebels.
Peyton did another good job there. You know, once he got that ball under control, he made a good cut, then hit full speed and ran through a couple blockers and got the ball to the, I believe it's going to be just short of the 39, or tip of the ball almost on the 39. Rebels need to come out and break off some big plays here and get this ball downfield in a hurry.
Yep, need to establish that very dominating run game again quickly here in the second quarter to get this game under control.
Yeah, it would be very nice to establish some consistency on the offense because we have none so far.
Hand in the gun. Hands it off to Peyton Yurda. He's tackled from behind after a short 2-yard gain.
Lee Scott did a really nice job of stringing that play out, and then, I think it looks like the defensive end really worked his way out to the wing, strung it out, and then the pursuit caught up with the running back. I thought it was going to be a big play when it first started out.
From the 42-yard line for the Rebels.
Pick up a 3, so need bigger chunks.
Hand in the gun. Pitch to Wharton on the sweep. Not much doing on that play. Maybe a yard or 2 pick up on that.
And hit by about 5 people. There was not great blocking there. People just kept streaming down the line and taking a shot at him. So that's not going to get it. That's not going to put points on the board.
The Rebels have been dealing with 3rd and longs all evening.
From the 43-yard line.
3rd and a long 6 for the Rebels.
Counter right up the middle. Colton Fuller, first down. That was a nice run. Good counter. I think they pulled or either trapped and had a big gap, and Colton didn't think about it. He just hit the hole, put his head down, and ran for the first down, and Chambers up quick.
Tempo here for the Rebels.
Same play.
Right back up the gut. Those legs are driving. It was number 21, Eli Wharton, on the carry.
Eli doing a really nice job driving those legs with a bunch of guys on his back. I like seeing that pace. I like seeing that kind of quick hitting decision. It looks like we're coming right back to the line of scrimmage to do it again.
Yep. 2nd down and 2 for the Rebels. Ball is at the 42 of Lee Scott. Same play right up the gut again.
Yep.
Pick up enough for a first down for the Rebels.
Yeah, it's the old philosophy that we talk about a lot every week. If that play works, run it until they stop it. And I think what you're seeing here, Chester, is what Coach Allen and his staff, what they do every week. They adjust. They in-game adjust, they halftime adjust really well, and I think they've picked something up and they're trying to run this ball up the middle.
1st and 10 for the Rebels. 2:20 left to go here in the second quarter. Rebels are looking to strike and put some points on the board before half. Play clock's at 14.
Laying a hand, trying to get the corner. Picked up a couple, I think, maybe 3.
That was Peyton Yurda on the carry.
Beg your pardon, that was Peyton Yurda.
Brought down by Preston Goodley.
Landon hand the ball off.
Play gain 4 yards. 2nd and 6 for the Rebels.
2nd down and 6 for the Rebels. 1:40 left to go here in the first half.
That will not be my only mistake of the night, just so you know.
Hand under center. Rolls out to his right. Looking for Wharton and just overshoots him. If he would have came down with that, he'd see nothing but green in front of him.
It was a well-designed play. A little bit of pressure came up on the quarterback, and the linebacker got outside in a hurry. The receiver was behind him, but it was one of those touch passes. He really would have to float that ball in there. So you'd like to see that receiver get a step in front and have that ball delivered really crisply in the flat so he can turn and run on it. But you take what the defense can give to you when you're an offensive receiver, and you just try to manage it as best you can.
That may loosen up that Warrior defense a little bit and get them off the line.
Colton in motion here.
Pitch out to Wharton, looking for the edge. Hard cut there, but ripped down by his jersey. That was number 21, Eli Wharton, on the carry.
Eli really didn't have a chance. Colton Fuller blocked one guy, kicked him out, but the guys coming down the line made a really good tackle. It's 4th and 6, so let's see what the Rebels do here. Are they going to throw it, or we're going to try to jam it up the middle again?
Hand drops back in the gun. 2 wide receivers to his far side. Play clock's at 16.
Timeout.
Timeout Chambers with 43 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Rebels are looking to put some points on the board before we get to half.
Well, we have already discovered that a long field doesn't slow these guys down. If you drive it 95 yards, long field doesn't bother you.
No, it doesn't. Well, while we got a second here, folks, I want to remind everybody that if you are not a subscriber to the Chambers Academy Sports Live YouTube page, please go in there and subscribe so you are notified of any sporting event that we put up on the YouTube page. Catch these games and any volleyball games or anything that we do put up on the page. You can be notified. Make sure you go in and subscribe to the YouTube Chambers Academy Sports Live YouTube page.
Big play here. Actually, it's scoreboard is saying 4th and 7.
4th and 7 Rebels from the 36-yard line.
Be nice to sustain this drive, try to get something going with 43 seconds left in the half.
4th and 7. Ooh. Hand is met in the backfield quickly and taken down for a loss at the 48-yard line. The ball's going to go over on downs to the Warriors.
It was a loss of about 12. When Ham rolled out, there was just two guys on the wing waiting. Play was blown up early on, and as he tried to cut back inside, the pursuit just got him. So now we have 36 seconds. He's got it on the ball, and they can throw it the wing. They can drive it the middle of the field. I'm slow to seeing that. Quarterback drawn. He's
Right, yeah. That was number 55, Nelson.
Really nice job coming up, recognizing guys in that quarter running. And I think that's probably the way it was half. 19 seconds. They certainly don't have to stop the ball.
Yeah, it looks like the Warriors are going to take this lead into half. So after 2 quarters of play, Chambers Academy Rebels 0, Lee Scott Warriors 12. The Warriors have pretty much dominated all phases of the game so far in the first half. Onside kick, big 40-yard pass, as well as
about a 55-yard
pass. Yeah,
well, I mean, it has been domination, really and truly, from Lee Scott. Our offense has not really gotten on track. I'm a little bit surprised. The offense, the lack of production on offense from this team. They have certainly put up a lot of points this year, and I'm also a little bit surprised that the big plays have come so handily. I mean, you don't expect a 95-yard drive, you don't expect a 65-yard drive. So let's see if they can make some adjustments and tighten things up and get back into the ballgame. Really need to score first.
And the Rebels will receive the ball at the beginning of the second half. So on that note, we're going to leave you with some halftime festivities, some cheerleaders for Lee Scott. And I think Lee Scott has a band. So stay tuned there and catch all those activities. And we are going to take a few-minute break. All right, folks, we are about ready to get the second half underway here at Lee Scott Academy in beautiful Auburn, Alabama. The Warriors are up 12-0 against the Chambers Academy Rebels. Your Tuesday night JV action. And this officiating crew has this game running very quickly. Already into the second half at 7:50 in the evening. So quick pace to the first half. Rebels are going to take the kickoff at the 20. Eli Wharton looking up the left side. He's got some room on that far side, and he is
Really
close to
nice
the
return.
50-yard line.
Really, really nice return. He got outside and just turned it upfield and kept churning. You know, the Chambers needs to do that. Chambers needs to change the momentum of this game. I mean, they've been they haven't been flat. They've just been stopped. That's the thing. You know, they're playing hard. They just haven't had any success.
They're actually going to spot the ball at the Rebel 49. Hand under center for the Rebels. Hand off right up the gut. That play worked well in the first half. Looks like the forward progression we marked at the 45-yard line of the Warriors. Good pickup on first down.
Good quick hitter right up the middle. Good blocking and nice run.
2nd down and 4 for the Rebels. Rebels have to get out and score quickly here at the beginning of the second half to keep this game under control. Spencer Newman's anchoring the offensive line at center. Hand off to Yerta on the far side. Finds the edge and ducks forward for a nice pickup on second. It's going to be close to first down yardage.
I was watching the far side of that play. Drew Shepard pulled and just buried his guy on the corner, opened that hole up, and I think he's really close, maybe just a little bit shy. Nope, they gave him the first down. Okay,
Yeah.
He is first down.
1st and 10 from the 42. Did Shepard pancake that?
Yeah, it was a great block on the outside.
Hey, right up the middle again. As to Eli Wharton again. Wharton's getting a good workout this evening.
Well, they're gonna run that play, and looks like Lee Scott adjusted and stopped it after a 2-yard gain, maybe. So now let's see whether we can put the ball up, or we're going to just try to get to the wide side of the field, because this is about the best offensive production we've had so far tonight.
Ball is marked at the 39-yard line of the Warriors. Hand rolls out to the left. His keeper all the way there. Ducks his shoulder and pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4.
Really nice job. They faked that same spot, same play right up the middle to Eli, and then just kept the ball on the outside. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 4, it looks like, maybe.
And the Rebels are pushing everything to the short side of the field. Plenty of room over here on the near side if they want to use that.
Maybe they have picked up something on that side of the defensive line that they feel like they can exploit. Same play right up the middle. They're just going to run that play until it is truly stopped.
Looks like it's going to be short of first down yardage.
Maybe a yard, half yard.
Easy decision for Coach Allen.
Yeah, you're 4 down territory and the Rebels are up quick.
Yeah, right up the gut. That should be enough for a Rebels first down.
Yeah, he crossed the 30, so that's first down. Good sustained drive, real crisp execution. Ball handling is done real well so far. I think actually the ball is going to be marked at the 29.
Rebels started this drive off at the 30.
Good counter play. Got Colton on the outside. Picked up about 4.
Number 32, that was Collins Taylor on the tackle for the Warriors.
Tried to break that play outside. Made just had one guy to beat and just tried to juke him and didn't work. But positive yardage. I really like them mixing the play up. You know, they're keying off that play that has been so successful to Eli up the middle, and they're running a couple of different options off of that. So that keeps the defensive off balance. Right back up the middle.
Nice.
Big run.
Eli Wharton is getting a workout this evening. That's enough for a Rebels first down. Ball is going to be marked at the 17-yard line of the Warriors inside the red zone. First time this evening for the Rebels.
Starting to see just a little bit of hesitation from the linebackers. They're not knowing exactly whether that ball is going to go to the outside with the quarterback or with that trap play. And by the time they realize that, we've got Eli going up the middle with a head of steam, and it's beginning to chew into that defense.
First and 10 for the Rebels. Fuller in motion.
Off tackle, and I think he's another 10 yards.
They're going to mark him down inside the 10 at the 9. They've got to get down inside the 5 for a first down.
So a long 3, maybe 4.
Horton gained 6 yards on the play. Hayden Harper on the stop for the Warriors. 2nd and 4 from the 9-yard line for the Rebels.
Best offensive play execution of the night. Good mix of plays, a lot of misdirection. So we'll see if they can get this thing in the end zone.
2nd and 4. Hand off to Yurda off the left side, working his way back into the pursuit.
He should have a first down.
Yeah, it should be first and goal for the Rebels.
Yurda made a good cut back there. He was going to take that ball all the way to the outside, and he had 2 guys that came up quick. I think a safety and a corner came up and cut him off, and he just took a hesitation, made a good cut back inside, got to the first down marker. So that's your second priority. If you can't get it outside and score, make sure you get the first down. So the Rebels really need to punch this in because, we're down to 2:26 in the quarter. That's been one possession so far.
Timeout on the field by the Warriors as the clock rolled for 5 seconds after that was signaled. So 2:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Rebels are deep in Warrior territory at the 5-yard line. First and goal. Pretty good offensive series here. Rebel fans love to see this. Getting ready to hopefully punch this one in for the first score of the evening. Rebels have been held in check by this tough and stingy Warrior defense all evening.
Well, the offense on this sustained drive has really mixed it up. They pulled a guard, they've trapped, they've faked the ball to the outside and run up the middle. They've run up the middle and faked it to the outside. So, they're really mixing this thing up. Now, they have not thrown the ball yet, so I would assume that until Lee Scott stops some of these, penetrating runs, that they're going to continue to do just that. Need to get a score here right away, get the ball back maybe at the beginning of the quarter.
First and goal, Rebels from the 5-yard line.
First and goal from the 5.
Hand under center. Pitch out to Eli Wharton on the edge.
And
he drops his shoulder in. He is in for a Rebel touchdown.
Very efficient run. He got to the corner, made just a little slight adjustment, brought the ball back toward the center of the field, and put a shoulder down and scored.
And that is a Star Insurance Group touchdown.
We're going to kick this ball or go for 2.
Go for 2.
I just wondered if Newman was our kicker here. Colton Fuller cuts it up. I believe he's in.
Yep. Fuller on the sweep, and he is in for a 2-point conversion, which your score now is Lee Scott Warriors 12, Chambers Academy Rebels 8, with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the third quarter. If you're looking at the scoreboard, it's off a quarter.
Well, just like that, it's a one-score game. It went from 12-0 shutout to 4-point differential here. Colton made a really nice run on that 2-point conversion. Looked like he was going to take the ball wide, got a little bit of traffic on the outside, and he just cut it up and really went straight through the defense. So with 2:14 to go, we need to kick this ball, go 3 and out, and get another long, sustained quarter-killing drive, because I believe this is the first time Lee Scott has touched the ball in the quarter. Is that not right?
You are correct. So they have chewed up close to 6 minutes. And Newman is giving a little bit of being a little ginger on that ankle out there. He got that rolled up on.
Yeah, he got that in the first quarter, and he's just kind of gutted through it. But you can tell when he's walking without, a play in action, it is a little bit tender for him. Need to get a good solid kick, pin these guys back a little bit, and let that defense get the ball turned over, or either just a 3 and out, get the offense back on the field. Because the offense certainly was rolling on that drive.
The deepest Warrior is at the 18, their own 18.
Good kick.
Newman with a great kick. Takes a bounce and picked up at the 10.
Good play. Make a tackle.
Good coverage by the coverage team there. Kept the Warriors inside the 20. You're going to spot that ball. It's like at the 18.
We had contact with the runner back about 5-6 yards further, but we didn't take him to the ground. So you got to complete that play. But all around good coverage. Certainly got them pinned back a lot further than we have seen on other drives here tonight. And there's 2:05 to play with the defense on the field looking to get the ball back.
Let's see if the Warrior offense comes out trying to sling the ball or try to keep this on the ground and control that clock.
Quarterback draw again right up the middle.
Right up the gut, yep. Met by number 52, Shepard.
We're not tackling as well as I've seen us tackle in the JV world tonight. Certainly your opponent has something to do with that, but we're trying to tackle these guys high, and we need to get their legs out from under them and get them on the ground. That was a 9-yard pickup.
Yep, 2nd down and 1 for the Warriors.
And we've been vulnerable to that quarterback draw most of the night, so we got to really key on that.
2 wide receivers to the far side for Harper.
Same formation. He's going to run the
keep
same
this
play.
Again. Yep.
Nice play.
Met in the backfield, but pushing the pile out close to first down yardage. Looks like they're going to spot this one just short of the 29, which is enough for a Warrior first down. They're going to move the chains on the far side.
Was that Carson on that play? Carson Melton on that tackle? I believe that was number 53.
Yes, it was.
Much better penetration, much better tackling. Still a little bit high, but we need to get him hit in the backfield and brought to the ground. Looks like there'll probably be one more play in this quarter.
Yeah, 10 seconds on the play clock.
Same formation. Let's see if they go in motion to the other side and run that play. No, he's going to throw it.
A lot of pressure coming in the backfield.
Melton right up the middle, pressuring him. There he is. Good stick. Good tackle there.
55 was in there. Kent Nelson as well on the tackle for the Rebels.
Quarterback's limping off the field. That's a big blow for the offense. Landon Hand came up from deep in the secondary and put a really big stick on the quarterback and his own man. So he came up there with an idea of stopping that run.
Looks like 12 was John Barry Upton. Was he the quarterback?
Yeah, he's the young man who's been running this offense, doing a great job.
Well, after 3 quarters of play, Lee Scott Warriors are up 12-8 against the Chambers Academy Rebels. Warriors are looking to ice this one out here in the 4th. Rebels took over almost 6 minutes of time off the clock in the 3rd quarter to get their first score of the evening. And a 2-point conversion was good by the Rebels.
if you look at the pace of the play and the quarters, Chambers really has to stop this drive and get the ball back, because I'm not sure if they drive and score, we have enough time to even get a sustained drive and get back in the game, just make 2 scores. Right now, Lee Scott still has a little bit of momentum. It's 2nd and 5. Not sure what's going on with that quarterback.
Well, number 8, Hayden Harper, has been quarterback in some of the game this evening.
Well, we've had that number 12, Tristan Ayers, who was running the play up the middle. I'm sorry, that's not.
That was John Barry Upton.
John Barry Upton. Looking at our roster.
From the 33-yard line.
Harper at the helm of the offense for the Warriors. Going to fake that one right down the seam again. There's that play.
Play is killing us all night long.
Caught, tackled by number 5, Landon Hand, but not after enough for a Warrior first down to the Rebel 45.
Brought down by hand for the Rebels.
Really nice pitch and catch, and that's the 3rd long pass, and he's been open every time.
Yep.
I'm not sure how they're masking that receiver. They've been lined up in a 2 wide set with a little bit of motion most every play, and you can still see that right now. Now they bring another guy to our short side here in the wide out, and they're going to throw off that set as well.
Off to the right, and Hand about took that one.
I thought he had it. I thought he went to the ground with the ball, but just close. Nice play. Nice defense. Read the quarterback, came up, and made a play on the ball.
Intended target was number 21, Griffin Gaston for the Warriors. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 7:24 left to go here in the game.
Got to get the ball back. Really have to stop these guys. The passing is hurt the secondary. Quarterback draw. Didn't get much there.
Yep, that was number 55. That was Kent Nelson again.
Kent made a nice play. A couple guys in on that play, but I saw Kent finish the guy off.
1 yard.
All right, 3rd and looks like it's 3rd and about 9, maybe 8.5. Short 9, I guess you would call that.
Yeah, Kent Nelson has been very active on the defensive side of the ball for the Rebels this evening. Let's see if he can do it here again on 3rd and long.
Really big play here. Getting it outside.
Number 12 on the carry,
good stop.
and ripped down quickly at the 39-yard line.
Justin.
Look, that was Colton Fuller was in there on that tackle.
I saw Drew in there, Drew Shepard, and I saw Kent again, and Landon Hand came up. So it was a lot of our guys around the ball. They reacted well to that sweep to the far side. I don't know if this formation, is giving our defense trouble, because they have either 2 or 3 wideouts, and the quarterback is either drawing off of it or handing the ball off to a sweep. And now we got a 2 to the far side, 1 short side.
Huge 4th down. Harper rolls out and hits his intended target at the 30-yard line and pushed out of bounds at the 29. That was number 2.
Wow.
Easton Gregory on the reception for the Warriors.
6 minutes to play, and that's 1st down on about the 28. Really needed a big defensive stop there, and again, open receiver.
Yeah, huge conversion on 4th down and 5 for the Warriors.
1st and 10 Warriors.
6 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Warriors are threatening again. Keeper on the quarterback, right up the gut.
Gained about 4, I think, maybe 5.
They're going to spot him inside the 25 at the 24.
Harper on the carry.
He's see number 12 had that little bit of ankle injury back in the game. He's having those 2 guys on the wide side. He's starting the motion, the quarterback is, and then he's either faking the ball to the running back up the middle and following him into the hole, and we're not stopping him until he gets into the linebacker. So that's That's disrupting our defense pretty effectively here. Crunch time now, 5:22. You got to get the ball back. Can't let them score.
Clock is becoming the enemy of the Rebels right now.
Just cannot give up a score.
Play
here.
clock down to 2. Just gets it off in time. Quarterback right up the gut again. And he is tackled by number 21. That's Eli Wharton.
Good job there coming up fast. Drew Shepard in there, handling again, and Eli took him to the ground. So good aggressive tackling there, but it's going to be 3rd and about 3.
Upton is still favoring that ankle out there.
Well, we've seen them run that play repeatedly, and you see this combination coming back on the field. 2 wideouts. You can either give the ball up the middle to number 12, or you can take that ball as a quarterback keeper right up the middle. So we shall see here. It's 3rd and 4, actually, but it's a short 4.
Upton to the right of Harper. Harper brings his receiver in motion. Handoff up to Upton, and
It's going to be real close.
depending on that spot, he's walking in from the sideline. He's going to have him inside the 20 at the 19. Looks like it's going to be 4th and very short.
4th and a foot, half yard.
Clock is the enemy now of the Rebels. About to 4 minutes left to go in the game. Warriors in the red zone.
Saw one defensive player, and I couldn't pick up a number. It's just a flash on either a blitz or just a penetration play. Did not get to the back. That would have been a big play.
Harper in the gun. Timeout Warriors, 3:47 left to go here in the game.
This might be the ball game here, Chester. Pick up a first down. They can run this clock down really deep, and if they score, unless there's some really big scoring opportunity, we're going to run out of time.
All proceeds for the concession stand go to support the Warrior band.
And while we got a second and a break in the action here, we'd like to recognize Taffney Nelson for all the hard work she does around Chambers Academy and capturing all of our memories here at Chambers Academy. And if we hit the road, she's always there taking those great snapshots and providing these memories. Check her out at TaffneyNelson.com. And thank you from all of us to you, Taffney, for what a great job you do capturing our memories.
Rebel defense up against the wall here. They've got to make a stop. 3:47 to play. Two really sustained long drives to the second half. Oh, that was a great call. That was a really great call. Drew us offside, and it's first down.
Yep. That's going to push the ball down to the 14-yard line, and that was 4th and inches. Warriors got the Rebels to jump. So first down and 10. At the 14, they can get another first down.
Short of a turnover, this is really tough territory here.
Yep, Rebels are going to need a pick six or a fumble, scoop, and score. That'd be great. Hand off to number 12, and he's following his blockers down inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. That's going to be enough for a first down, it looks like, for the Warriors. Going to be 1st and goal.
We really need to make a big stop. We gave up 10 really quick yards. We have really been vulnerable up the middle and haven't stopped that. So, as we always talk about, running that play until someone stops it, the Lee Scott guys are just putting the ball right up the middle on us as well. So,
53, Carson Melton was in that tackle alongside Kent Nelson.
Ball just over the 5-yard line. 2nd and 1, did not get the first. Need a turnover.
Keeper on that one. Met quickly in the backfield. That was 53. Carson Melton was the first Rebel in the backfield. Like he's coming up a little gingerly. Shoulder got a stinger on that one, it looks like.
3rd and 1. That was good penetration, good line play, holding their own. But, it's 4-down territory for 1 yard, so we just need to stop them and not give up the score. That's really the key element here.
Going to have to with 2:28 left to go here in the game. Warriors are deep in Rebel territory. Ball's at the 4-yard line.
I expect them to take it right back up the middle again.
Ball's on the ground. Fumble.
Chambers had a shot at it, and Lee Scott recovered.
It looks like the Rebels are pointing as their ball. Let's see what the officials come up with. That ball was kicked around down there on the ground.
I think Lee Scott retained it. Why is the clock? The clock is running. Yeah, that's a live ball, so no timeouts. Clock should run.
Recovered by the Warriors.
4th down and 1.
You know, we called for the turnover, and that was it. We just didn't pick it up. Bad exchange, ball got kicked forward, and number 12 for Lee Scott really quickly pounced on the ball.
Now the Rebels call a timeout.
Well, I ran a lot of clock there.
It sure did. 1:31 left to go here in the game. Rebels looking for a huge defensive stand as the Warriors are threatening inside the 5-yard line. Ball was on the ground there for a few seconds. Thought the Rebels may have had it, but the Warriors come out with the ball, so it's going to be 4th down and very short. All they need is just this couple inches to ice this game.
You know, it's been an amazing second half. It's like 2 long drives have just dominated the entire half. I mean, we're down to a minute 31, 4th and 1, and I think it's our only chance to win the game, more than likely, to make a big stop here or get a turnover. I don't know. There's a flag thrown. What was that for?
Yeah, there's a flag out there.
If that's on us, it's probably the icing for the night. I don't, maybe a sideline warning. Maybe that's what it was. No penalty. Yardage-wise.
4th and 1. Warriors in the
got a motion. There you go.
On number 51.
There you go. 4th and 6. That was a big play. So they got us on a sucker play. And then right there we had one guy on the offense just move early. So we fell for it once, and then we stayed tough there. That's a big play.
It's going to push the ball back to the 9-yard line.
4th and 6. That's a little bit more manageable there.
For the Rebel defense, yes, it is. So now do they go?
Well, I think they'll throw the ball. I think they will come back to that little receiver flare, probably on the short side here.
Or would you kick a field goal? To make it 7? I guess not. Pass is intended, and it is dropped in the back of the end zone. Good coverage by the Rebels, but
wow,
the Warriors just dropped that in there behind the secondary.
Wow. 2 guys. We had 2 guys back, and we didn't make the play, so it was a ball game.
Huge pitch and catch for the Warriors.
4th and 6, and they didn't throw it in the flat like I thought they did, but they certainly threw it right over the middle.
And just have to get 1 foot down with control of the ball.
Hey, it was a gutsy call and a great catch, but quarterback put some air under it, and, they executed, and they got the score. Going for 2.
And hits his intended receiver over there, so the 2-point conversion is good. That's going to bring your score, Lee Scott Warriors 20, Chambers Academy Rebels 8, 1:30 left to go here in the game.
Well, if you think about it there, it's 12-8. It's 4th and 6. We look like we have a shot to come back and really maybe win this game. We go down touchdown pass, and then we did not come close. We didn't cover that 2-point conversion at all. We just had no answer for that last 2 pass completion. So 12-8 goes 20-8, and you've got a minute 30, so it's going to be a really tough one. Kickoff return would be handy. I mean, you never say never, but I just don't know how we're going to get back in this one with a minute 30 down.
When every drive so far in the game has averaged 6 to 7 minutes.
Yep. Pooch kick, kind of.
There's a whistle out on the field, stopping the play.
I don't understand that. I don't know why.
a motion.
False start, offsides. Lee Scott. I still don't see a flag. I just heard a whistle.
There's been also some clock issues I've seen this evening with it running after timeout's been called. And when the Warriors took a timeout, the clock continued to roll. So
It's it's just some of those little glitches that can go on. I was interested to see that we didn't call timeout immediately after that play. We let the clock run down about an extra 10 seconds. Not that it's going to matter an awful lot, but I was interested in why we called the timeout eventually.
Warriors are pushed back to the 35 for this kickoff.
Same kick.
Taken at the 26-yard line. It's number
Cut it
10, Yurda.
Now,
and he's
get
got some
outside.
running room, and he's going to go the distance.
He's going to return the kick.
Is it the 20?
He's going to return the kick.
Touchdown, Rebels.
No flags. No
Peyton
flags.
Yurda on the kick return of about 70 yards.
That was an awesome return, and all of a sudden, we still got to get the ball back, and we got to score 2, but that's awesome. That was a great return by Yurda.
On the return
Wow.
for the Rebel touchdown.
That changes the look of the game here.
I did say we needed a kickoff return,
You
didn't
did say that.
Wasn't sure we would get it, but that was an awfully well-run play.
That is going to take the wind out of the sails here for a moment for the Warriors.
I mean, they're still in awfully good position, but, we could get it back to the same 4, but we don't have the ball. We're going to have to onside kick it, I guess.
Hand under center. Pitches it out to Eli Wharton. And
Tackle in the backfield, though.
Yeah, he is met in the backfield. Nothing doing on that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, we never got outside on that play.
No good.
I think they tried to change that play instead of the counter right off in between the guard and the tackle. They tried to get it a little bit outside, and he never got any traction to make it to the corner.
Well, with 1 minute and 13 seconds left to go in the game, Rebels return that last kickoff for a touchdown, and now they're going to be looking for an onside kick here and recover to have any chance of pulling this one out.
Well, how's our onside kick game so far, Chester? Have you seen it?
Haven't seen anything to it, but I know they practice it every Tuesday.
Well, it's just the other thing that I think is really encouraging is, this is the future of Chambers Academy football, and it's great to see these young guys come out and not quit. Come out, return the kickoff, get themselves back in the game at least. It's feasible. Get the onside kick and score. And win the game. So that would be a really nice circumstance that we could see here.
Yeah, no quit in these Rebels this evening. Spencer Newman should be doing the kickoff duties for the Rebels. Be looking to get that ball 10 yards and then quickly recover the ball.
Yurda showed us some speed once he got into the middle and made a slight cut back toward our sideline.
Yes, he left some folks in the dust on that one. I was surprised to see his top-end speed right there.
Good heads-up play. Read his blockers well. Made 2 good cuts and took it to the house. That's pretty awesome. I guess that was, a 70-yard return, maybe 74. I think he caught it on the 26. So excellent return.
Well over 70 yards.
Newman's lining up on our side of the field, our hash. Now he's it's timeout. The Rebels are regrouping. I don't know what kind of onside kick. I don't know if they're going to stub the ball from the top and try to make a high bounce, or if they're going to try to kick it directly into a player and ricochet it. But it's a minute 13. You've either got to get the ball back here or get a turnover. And they're going to be in victory formation, no matter what happens if they get the ball.
Yeah, there's a couple different onside kicks, some pooches to go over 10 and drop it down in behind that first initial wave of defenders.
Well, the setup right now is Newman's lining up, kicking it toward our coaching staff on the far side of the field. So he's trying. He's got an overload of players on that side. That's where he's lined up. I don't know if that's what he's going to do, but that's where he's lined up. If he could hook it back to our side, it'd be a chance for the ball there.
Here we go, folks, and
Didn't
dribbles
go
it
far
down.
enough. Didn't go far enough.
They're going to stay away from that right there, and
Game, I think.
why did they stop the play? Oh, big hit out there. What is going on out there?
That right there is poor officiating, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
that is. They let the play go on out there, and then you had to.
Ball's down. Yeah, the headlines been saying the ball's down.
And then they let some kids go after each other out
Yeah,
there.
they
That
let
was
some
unsafe.
kids
yeah.
really take some big hits there, and that's just not the way this game should go at this level.
They're going to give the ball to the Warriors at the 20, the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I don't understand. You've won the game. I don't get that. I don't understand booing anybody at this point. I think he made the right call. Play was over. They should have just blown the whistle and had those guys stop because two kids made some pretty heavy contact. We got a football on the field down the end zone as well.
First and 10 Warriors.
They're going to run this out here and tackle at the 45-yard line.
They'll have to run one more play, 40 on the clock, 55 on the scoreboard, unless we have taken a timeout to stop it.
Didn't think we had any more timeouts. That was Kent Nelson on the tackle.
Good penetration early on, made the hit in the backfield. Looks like they might have gained a foot, maybe. You know, you always hate to lose, but you certainly like to see your players come out and scrap like this and really get after it. I'm really proud of the way these guys did not give up after they got down 20 to 8, and they went back and put another score on the board. Execution wasn't, exact on the onside kick, but that's a really tricky part of the game to try to get an onside kick at that moment.
Yes, yeah.
I fault no one on the execution. That's what I'm saying. It's very difficult. We didn't quite pull it off as well as I'm sure any of the players and the coaching staff wanted to have happen. But good learning experience. These guys played hard on both sides of the ball tonight. Yep.
And they'll just take a knee on this one.
I think they have to snap it one more time. Yeah, just about a 3-second differential, which doesn't matter. First loss of the year for the Chambers JV team.
Yes, it is. So the season series 1-1. Rebels won the first meeting earlier in the season up at Chambers. And the Warriors are going to take this one here at home.
9 seconds on the play clock, so they'll run it all the way down and snap it with 1 to go probably. Good decision. No hitting there. It was good to let the guys run by. Glad to see that. That's a classy way for us to play. Stays at the Chambers standard. Good sportsmanship. Hate to lose, but.
Yep. Well, that's going to do it from Judd Scott Field here on the campus of Lee Scott Academy in Auburn, Alabama. Your final score, Chambers Academy Rebels 14, Lee Scott Warriors 20. It was a hard-fought battle out there in the trenches this evening. A lot of big hits and a lot of time possession. Two main offensive series, one for each.
In second half, it really was too dry. And I'll tell you, I was kind of taken aback. I didn't realize it was 8-minute quarters in the JV ranks. This game really, really went by very quickly. So first loss of the year, but we'll rebound from that and we'll try to win out from here.
Yep. Well, folks, we appreciate you tuning in this evening on this Tuesday night JV matchup between Lee Scott and Chambers Academy. And the Rebels fall this evening 14-20 to the Lee Scott Warriors. So
Thank you, Chester.
from all of us to all of you, have a safe week and God bless.